What is going on, guys? Esoteric Rider here, and I just wanted to answer a few questions in regards to my last video about the 12-inch ape hanger handlebars on the 2001 Honda Shadow that I have. Okay, so getting started, these are in fact 12-inch wide. They are not the narrows. I originally ordered narrows and it was not really a good feel, didn't really ride comfortably, but I ended up just changing them out for the wide ones and it is a much better feel. In regards to the bar width, it is in fact the 1 inch and it goes into the stock handlebar clamps. You can just literally take them out, swap them out, and then do all the cables. Transitioning to the cables, as a matter of fact, I got the cables from DEMONCYCLES. They were rather expensive, but they are the only place that I could find ones that are custom made for this. We're talking, you got the push-pull for the throttle, brake, and clutch cable. The only thing that set did not come with is any electrical. You have to do electrical by yourself. It's fairly easy if you know what you're doing. Everybody kind of gets turned off by that fact. But I mean, the electrical wiring for the the light switches and your turn signal is still stock. Didn't have to make any adjustments to that. If I went any higher, like a 14 or 16-inch bar, then that would have to be changed as well. The one that I actually did have to make adjustments to is your kill switch and your ignition. It's actually fairly easy to gain access to. You could take this off, you're already going to have it off, and undo a couple screws that hold the switches together, and then you can go into the headlamp housing here and then just unplug it, and then you'll have free game to the cables to make any adjustments that you want. I went about quarter ways up if you're talking from the terminal down here, and then I spliced in all the wires, and it was, again, fairly easy. Put some electrical tape around it and crimped them all together, whole 9 yards. Fairly easy. Everything's in there. It's got good amount of slack even when I turn, whole 9 yards. I know I'm saying whole 9 yards a lot, don't judge me. Anyway, yeah, that one you'll have to do. If you wanted to do stock cables, you could probably get away with maybe a 10-inch rise. That's really pushing it when you're making a turn. I know some people like to cut corners. I personally do not. But yeah, as far as the brake goes, it did come with a brake cable. I will advise when you're doing the brake, make sure you bleed it, get new diaphragm, get a new new brake fluid, and get one of those pumps, those hand tools from Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description down below for everything. It saves so much time from opening the bleeder valve and then pumping the brake and then closing the bleeder valve, and it saves so much time. It's good to have an extra set of eyes to make sure that you don't run all of the fluid out of the actual reservoir, because I did that once and had to completely restart, and it was kind of annoying, but it was still easy. I'm no mechanic by any means, and that was easy for me. It only took me about 5 or 6 minutes. Very, very easy. And my brake was better than before when I bought this motorcycle. But anyway, if I haven't mentioned already, the kit was from DEMONCYCLES. Again, link in the description. Was a little expensive for my taste for this bike, but I mean, I got what I paid for. They're heavy-duty cables. Got the clutch cable, and then your push-pull for your throttle, and the brake cable. Do yourself a favor. Be sure to pick up the electrical cable. You're going to get more than what you need for that, but I mean, you could really never have enough in case you mess up. So, I mean, that doesn't really, turn too many people off. In case anybody was wondering, I have a tachometer here from Dime City Cycles, and I don't think that I mentioned where I got these ape hanger handlebars, but I got these from JP Cycles. You can order the same handlebars from the same store that I got the cables from, DEMONCYCLES. And that's really about it for the ape hanger handlebars. And if anybody was wondering about the pipe, it's just completely gutted. I took it off, sawed it, welded it. You know, it's not the most beautiful job, but it gets the job done and it sounds great. I did not have to make any adjustments to the carburetor. The carburetor already had a little bit of backfire, but that's notorious with these Shadows, that they came literally out of the steam press with backfire to them, and you could watch 100 other YouTube videos that backs me up on that. and I don't feel the need to make any adjustments. Yes, the backfire is a little louder because the whole bike is louder in itself, but I've had no change to gas mileage. The bike still handles fine. It runs fine. You know, it doesn't need anything. So other than that, if you guys have any more questions, I'll be sure to do a video on it and other modifications, if I plan to do other modifications for this bike, and hopefully more stuff in general. I also want to do some stuff for my Jeep on this channel, so stay tuned for that. But this is Esoteric Rider. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.